DJ, so high. Two-step with it, two-step with it, two-step with it. Come on, hey. Two-step with it, two-step with it, two-step with it. Come on, hey. I can't leave you alone tonight. What? I can't leave you alone tonight. What? I can't leave you alone. What else? Karlos, talk to him.
We had it, we lost it. We drove up, but we hit the brakes, and I know what it cost us. We had trials, but we lost the case. Now we're just here waiting for one of us to walk away, cause we both wanna be happy, but we never are when we're face to face. Nah. But every time we say we're done, every time we say it's really over, every time we say goodbye, you catch my eye and I pull you closer, and then you stay one more night and everything starts all over again. It won't end. It's like I just can't leave you alone, girl. Leave you alone, alone. Leave you alone, girl. Leave you alone.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Misty from Set Trippin' Nails, and this is Thuggin with Misty and the crew. And today we have a special guest, Karlos Farrar.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Karlos Farrar, R&B singer, actor, dancer, from Detroit, Michigan, currently in Las Vegas. So yeah.
All right. So, just like I said, this is Thuggin with Misty and the crew. We just chilling, just chopping it up, and go ahead and get comfortable, relax, and just, what's up? So you guys don't know, but Karlos is a personal friend of mine. We go back like 4 or 5 years. 5 years. This is my bonus baby daddy. Our kids are super close or whatever, but yeah, this is somebody that I am inspired by, somebody that I look up to, somebody that's in Vegas making moves, not only for Vegas, but just shit worldwide for real. You're very well traveled and you're international.
Yeah.
You're international.
Trying to be as much as I can.
You doing? You're doing. So how are things? What's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you got going on. And today's his birthday.
Oh yeah, thanks guys for the birthday with me. So yeah, right now I'm just working, got a new album coming out. Depending on when this airs, it'll be out already. Missed calls and late replies. So it's music I kind of was sitting on for a little bit, because I'm such a perfectionist. Sometimes I just like overthink creatively instead of just creating, and you know what I'm saying?
And just trusting it.
Yeah.
I will tell you, as somebody who's watched you create, I don't know if you even know that I've paid attention, but I watched you.
Busy. She don't even pay attention.
This was years ago. I've never told you this. I think we were chilling one time and you were, I want to say it was a Michael Jackson sample, but you just kept going over and over and over. And from where I was at, I'm like, that should sound good. The first one sounded good, but you're like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. You just kept going. So do you find that you're your biggest critic?
Definitely,
Okay.
1000%. I'm trying to get out of it though, like, and just create from a space of being free now. Like, just a lot of songs on this album, actually, I just recorded. Like, I just went in the studio and the engineer just pressed play on the beat, and I kind of just freestyle, like, created that way. Because I had never really created that way, and it was actually like free. Like, it was like, you know, if you mess up, you in the studio, like, they can edit it out or whatever, and building a song that way was actually more fun. Like, because for a while it started to get like complacent and like, I don't know, I was doing it because I've always done it, and it kind of got a little boring. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You stopped having fun with it.
Yeah, like it stopped being fun. So once I started creating that way, it got fun again. Like, oh, okay, let me.
I feel like when you do it that way, and I don't know anything about that, I'm a battle rapper in my head.
Oh, yeah.
I have the battle rap video, just so you know. I'm a battle rapper in my head, but I feel like when you just let things flow authentically and don't really put yourself in a box, that's like the best type of output. You know what I'm saying? Like, the outcome is so much more, what am I trying to say? So much more fulfilling at that point.
It is fulfilling. Because it challenges you also. So if you creating and you ain't got nothing written, you in there, you on the clock, by the way, it ain't cheap. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? They kind of push pressure on you to like, all right, let's get this done. Let's figure out what goes together, what makes sense. How do these words connect and talk to the audience in a way that they can relate to it? And it's actually pretty cool. Like, so now when I record, that's the way I like to record.
I like that. I feel like that, like I said, it just makes it that much more genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not, when you're writing on a pen, you're like, okay, well I gotta say it like this, I got it. But when you're doing it as it comes up, it's just that feeling is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I express myself like that through the nails, so I feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you are my bonus baby daddy, so you have kids.
Yes.
That we share. How is that? How is raising kids and being in the music industry and just, I happen to know you have amazing kids. Like,
thank you.
Amazing.
And you
So
do as well.
I don't play.
Yeah,
And
I know. Very well disciplined, respectful. Yeah, but I mean, earlier on, and they like, you know, when I was, because I had my 3 oldest kids when I was like 20, 21, 22. I was a young dad, and so I was kind of figuring out. So it's almost like they've kind of grown up with me in a way. Like my oldest is 15, he turned 16 next year. And then right after him is my daughter, she's 14.
Shout out JoJo.
Then after Aaliyah's Destiny, and she's 13. So, I mean, it's crazy how fast time goes by. Like, they're going to be grown, not in, like, 4 years. So, but growing up, with them growing up, it was hard to, like, because I was just so gung-ho on my music.
Right. Did you rely on their mothers a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I relied on, definitely. Because I always had to be gone. Like,
Shout out to the moms.
Yeah, I had to travel, I had to do things, and it was a little strenuous, but, you know, as I got older and I started maturing, figuring out how to balance it better, it's been better. And JoJo actually, you know, lives with me now, so that's cool.
So my next question is along the lines of being a parent and then also being in the music industry. I'm pretty sure that your kids have access to certain stuff that most kids don't, as far as the industry, right?
Yeah.
And you have girls. Yes, you have JoJo as well, but you have girls. Do you find it hard to raise daughters while you're in the industry and the narrative of the industry that's being pushed?
Yeah, so it's tricky. Like, I actually seen a post the other day. My cousin posted it. She said R&B killed the black community. It hurt to see it. It hurt to see it. And in retrospect, like, it hurt. It did hurt to see it.
On that.
I didn't really get into it because, you know, we family, and I don't want to get too deep on that topic because I'm passionate, obviously, about R&B music. But I think, you know, as parents, we got to monitor what our kids have access to them. So I don't think R&B actually killed, you know. I think hip hop is a little more
responsible
hurtful.
for that?
Yeah, a little more,
Absolutely.
like, you know, the can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Oh, the bitches and hoes, and like it kind of took it to that, you know.
I feel like R&B is responsible for the population.
Yeah, like I feel like R&B is supposed to spread love, and
it does,
and it do. Yeah, it's some toxic. I think R&B now is a little more toxic than it was back then, you know. But I think, and maybe it might not be, but it was a little more hidden. Like it was hidden, right? It was like adults knew, but we didn't know.
It was the wordplay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest
smarter
with you.
and creative.
I was grown as hell before Next. Too close.
Oh my
Next,
God.
Too close.
The same. I swear to God, I was listening to it the other day. I was like, wait,
Karlos, I don't think you
talking
understand. Yes, I'm like, I danced to this in my 5th grade talent show.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm dancing to songs about niggas getting hard.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't.
Where are the parents?
I didn't realize it either until I started really listening to it. Actually, it was crazy. I was on stage. They were performing, and I'm backstage, and I'm watching, and I'm kind of vibing, but I'm listening like.
You're actually hearing
like,
the words.
Oh, this is crazy. This song is brilliant. As a songwriter, I was like, this is brilliant. Like, how the hell did they think of this? I don't know if people know that "Rain on Me" song by SWV is a tad bit freaky deaky too.
Oh, ski.
Is that what that's about?
They're talking about, yeah. But it's
Do
very
y'all know I sing that song with my whole heart?
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't want nobody raining down on me.
It's crazy though the way it's a lot of songs that
because nowadays it's just like, yeah, lick my pussy, eat my ass. Like,
yeah, it's just
stuff
straightforward.
like that.
It's straight to it, and they consider it vulgar, but it's like
who sings that? It's like Candy. Oh, I get
Cameo.
Yeah, Cameo.
That was talking about sex, but I I didn't know about that.
They just blended it where I just think they did a good job of blending.
Hiding it, absolutely.
So it was pop, like pop music, and kids could listen to it without parents feeling like, oh god.
Oh my god, what is my baby talking about? Yeah,
But yeah,
I feel that.
Back to your point, yeah, the daughter. I mean, my daughter Aaliyah actually wants to do music. She goes to a performing arts school in LA, and yeah, she putting the work in. And then I have my little cousin Amira. She's also like she's starting to really focus and lock in on her music, and you protective because it's a lot of weird stuff that goes on for sure. But yeah, I mean, as far as like studios and then meeting certain people, like Aaliyah had already met Brent Fayez and FaceTime and people. I'm like, how? All right, I guess, but
do you cool. Like with you? Like you're obviously paving the way for your daughter. She's following you in your footsteps. Do you just sit back and just look at like, damn, I did that? Like just be amazed at just how I know because Jayana is so different from like she's who I was when I was younger.
Yeah. She
was who I was before I started liking boys.
Okay.
But like I said, she goes to a performing arts school as well. She has her first play tonight. She's starring in Romeo and Juliet and A Midsummer's Night Dream. But I look back and I'm just like, that girl is amazing.
Yeah.
Like she's a beast. I don't worry about her future or anything like that. But do you just like look and just sit back and just like I did that?
Yeah, I do. I know that like in the early years, them seeing me like always doing shows or even bringing them to the shows that I could bring them to. Like I always tried to make a point for them to be there. If they couldn't be like in the audience or they're backstage, I just wanted them to see like, all right, this is what I'm passionate about, and as long as you passionate about something, you go after that. That's the message I want to get across. Like you don't have to go to college or, I'm gonna support you, whatever you want to do, but I just want you to, whatever you decide to do, to just commit to it fully. Thanks. Like don't half-ass it or, you know what I'm saying, like dabble in it or do it for all the wrong reasons. Like if you're passionate about something, then I'm gonna support you.
Facts. Okay, do you find that you have to monitor certain music of yours?
So that's where it gets crazy because Aaliyah will go and listen to my music. Like she already asked me, can you send me some of your album tracks? And I'm like, yeah. So actually, there are no like sexual records on this new album. Like, it's all just it's a few club records and then it's a few like break up, you get on my fucking nerve type records. But I didn't really tap into that because I am subconscious about that. I'm like, my daughter is listening to this, and I'm gonna kill a nigga if like so it is. But I think my next album I'm probably gonna have to balance it out. I mean, it's entertainment. I do explain to them like, yo, this is entertainment. Like I'm an R&B singer. My crowd is women or whoever want to support.
Right.
And like
it's
like,
not real.
Yeah, it's a fantasy you're supposed to be selling. A little different from a stripper. You go to the strip club and it's a stripper. I don't mean the stripper sleeping with people. They supposed to be selling the fantasy so they can make that bread. So I mean she's older, so I kind of explaining things to her like and I'm open with her. Like we have open communication on like stuff like that. She ain't gonna be singing about that type of shit. When she grown, she can hear, but not, what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right,
so,
she a grown woman, it's different, but like, like.
Do you plan on taking her under your, do you have artists? Do you take artists?
Yeah, so yeah, I have my cousin Amira right now. Okay. Her mom is her manager, but I'm like a co-manager. Okay. I help out with that. And Aaliyah's still more in the developing process. We're just trying to get her to not be, like, she not scared to get in front of people, but that it factor where they can just turn it on and just do it without hesitating. Sometimes she a little hesitant sometimes.
My girl gonna be fine.
But she'll get it. Like if I say Aaliyah sing, she'll be like, okay, she'll do it.
It takes her a minute to like warm up.
She gotta warm up to it. But she has it in her, and when she has other people, she's like it's nothing. Like she's way more comfortable.
Well, when she has people around her.
Yeah, when she has like a group setting or like her friends or whatever. She actually gonna be in a play soon, Chicago, at her school, which is dope because I actually know that play. Right. So I'm like, that's fire. So she's doing the acting thing too, and I feel like the acting thing is gonna help her with the music thing as far as people watching her.
Absolutely, being all eyes on you.
Yeah, like
for sure. Because
it is a process to deal with that or knowing how to deal with it because it's different. Like you can perform in front of a room of 5 people, and that's more intimidating than performing in front of 50,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a different. It's like those 5 people are like right there.
They're all everybody's focused on you. When you have 50,000,
yeah, people
like
doing it on their phone.
Absolutely.
Some people looking at it like it's a different vibe. So she's gonna get there.
I went to a Janae concert last year, and I looked at it from a different perspective. Like, yes, I enjoyed it, but I watched how that woman controlled the entire crowd.
It's a skill.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
It was scary.
It's scary.
It's scary, but I was like, I seen how it was like the entire arena, all eyes on her. Everybody is quiet. She say do one thing, the whole arena do the whole thing. Like, it's mind control is what I feel like.
Yeah, and it's a lot of artists that, I mean, it's a lot of good, talented artists. Some artists are better when you listen to them on album. Some artists are better when you go see them live.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a few that's just both. They have it both, like Janae and Bruno Mars, Usher, like all the elite performers, Beyonce. Like it's something that they figured out to where they just know how to command the audience, make you pay attention, and keep you locked in, and make the show run and make it. It's an art to like making it make sense to where it just everything is exciting and it flows perfectly. That's a whole nother like monsters, and you gotta practice, put the time in to like know how to do that.
And it's dope as hell to see it. But at the same concert, I seen Coco Jones.
Yeah. Oh.
So I watched Coco Jones from Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Man, listen, that girl, she sounds just as well on records as she does live.
Yeah.
And even being fairly new to her music career, like mainstream, she had the same star power. And I think it's a confidence thing, it seems like.
She started young too though. So a lot of artists that start younger, like Leon Thomas, he one of my favorite R&B singers right now. But he was on what's the show, Ariana Grande? He was
Sammy Cat?
Yeah, he was on that show.
With the dreads?
Yes.
Oh.
His music is fire.
I didn't even know he did music.
Next level. He wrote Ariana Grande's half her songs. He wrote SZA.
I did not know that. Isn't SZA a songwriter as well?
She is, but he wrote that song for her. That Snooze song, he wrote that. So like his pen game is crazy. But like he's wrote a lot of records, and just artists when they start young, it helps them. Once they adults, they just got it. You know what I mean? Like they comfortable. That's why I'm glad I told her like now, like yo, you need to get into acting classes, get into dance, and do that now. So by the time you graduate, like it's just natural for you.
Tell me about your newest project. It's dropping tomorrow.
Yeah, November 8th.
Tomorrow.
Yep. So it was just a few songs that it was missed calls. So basically, like I kept getting these voicemails from people, right? Some of them are real, some of them aren't. I'll let y'all decide which ones y'all want to be real, which ones y'all don't. But like, and I'm like, yo, I could like make an album because back when we was growing up, they had skits and albums. Like it kind of put the album together to me.
Absolutely.
And now they don't really do that as much. So I was like, you know what? Let me just tap into like that. Let me put it together an album. I had a few songs I'd already recorded that I hadn't put out, that I really wanted to put out, and I just kind of stopped overthinking it. And it's 11 songs on the album. And so I had 5 already, and I'm like, let me just go do these 6, and it kind of just put it together. Because I like to tell a story with my albums also, when I do put out an album.
Right.
So I wanted it to make sense from telling a story. So when you listen, you'll see like how the skits kind of lead into the next song, and it makes sense. But yeah, I'm excited. It's the skits are cool and funny and interesting.
Okay, so with that being said, do you find it like all your albums, is it from a genuine place, like just your life, like okay, this album happened because you have missed calls?
Yeah.
Is that how it like genuinely goes? Like, are all your albums based off of your life experience, what you're currently going through, or what you have experienced? I will tell you real quick, my favorite song of all the,
I don't.
Do It Again. I love that song. Like you have, like my sister has been on. I don't remember the song. I'm gonna ask her, but since you sent it to her one time, and when I tell you every time I call that girl, it's playing in the background. Like she probably your biggest fan at this point. I'm not even gonna hold you. She might have to duke it out with your lady because she up here.
Do It Again. It's funny. A lot of women, and that's another reason why like. The one after this one that drops, like I'm like I gotta go back to
for the ladies,
because that is most women that tell me that's their favorite song. Like,
oh my God.
Most of the time, it's either that or Say Goodbye, and usually those two are like
Don't Break Up With Me. Talk that shit with the camera. Do that.
The Say Goodbye, and those are usually the two that like people like I get the most feedback from, and Leave You Alone too.
So I played Do It Again, I obviously prepping for this interview, and I knew it was coming. I didn't really have to prep, but I knew it was coming, and obviously, okay, well, Karlos is on my mind, and now, boom, this song is on my head. And so I was listening to it, and the kid's dad was there. And I don't know if he said Trey Songz or something. He was like, when you put this out? I'm like, this ain't no damn Trey song.
What Trey song? Trigger?
I'm like, this not. He was like,
Trey got some new music?
but he was like, nah. He was like, why is this not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's independent. So I mean, so like a lot of times, like I was going after that label, like a lot. That's why, again, like with younger people, like I push them, like get signed early, because the older you get, it's harder. One, because they can't manipulate you, and it's a lot of fuck shit that go on in the music business. But I'm my daughter's, you know what I'm saying? You're your daughter's protector. Like, absolutely. So when she decides to go there, you're gonna be her manager, so she's gonna be protected. A lot of kids don't have that, so they get taken advantage of. Justin Bieber, you know what I mean? Super talented, obviously, clearly he's been taken advantage of, and there's a lot of other artists. You know, this Nickelodeon shit that came out, like there's a lot of shit that happens. And that's why they do it, because they can do that when you're a kid. Because
they don't have that protection.
Ideally, you want to have your mother, your father, or somebody that really protects you to guide you, and you want to get a deal, because the labels are gonna put you where nobody can put you. That's just the reality. You can be independent, and like I keep all the money I make, right? But I also put out all the money I'm spending is mine. So
it's in a sense, it's like an entrepreneur, but of the music world.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and it's cool, but like the label's gonna put you places that you financially can't put yourself. And R&B at that, like that's a whole different genre. Like it has to be pushed a certain way to get you to that Chris Brown, Usher level. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, I got a lot of good music out, and I get here all the time. Like, bro, why you ain't? I'm like, bro, I'm doing the best I can do, bro. You know, I just gotta leave it in God's hand and just keep going.
For sure.
So yeah.
For sure. I will say that, like I said, we're personal friends, so I know certain stuff that you're doing. You put on a music festival last year. I went. I thought it was dope. How was that for you? How was that whole? I know that. So we're doing and making strides in Vegas.
Right.
And I know it's not the easiest thing, whether it's in my industry of the beauty industry and your industry of music. How was that? How did you find the support? How was that whole experience for you?
That was probably super stressful. Like I don't like doing it. I'll be honest. I don't like doing it. Did you do it by yourself? Yeah, my auntie, so Amir, my little cousin, my artist, her mother helped, and it was just stressful. Like it was like I like being an artist and I didn't have time to like really focus on like my set or think, and so now I'm trying to balance headlining and then balance the artist that's on it, and then balance the venue, and it just was a lot of work, and you got to really have a team with you, right? So me and her wasn't enough. Yeah. And we needed a team of people that can have specific duties. If I had a bigger team, I would do it again. But I think you should do it again. Yeah, it's rough. I
think you should do it again, because from the audience standpoint of it, a lot of those artists that you brought out, I had never heard of. Mm-hmm. Like obviously I know you, and then I don't remember her name, but it was one of your artists at the time. I think it was a couple years ago. I don't know if she was at the festival, but I know her through you. So I started listening to her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like you putting on this festival for Vegas, it gives the local artists a platform. And I just think that, you know, you did it once. If you do it again, now you've learned from that one experience. You know what you need. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was, as somebody who's kind of made something shake from nothing, you know, you're gonna have people laugh at you. You're gonna have people try and talk you out of it. You're gonna have people offer their opinion when it's really not conducive to your final goal. Yeah. But I mean, I liked it. I enjoyed it. My family enjoyed it.
Yeah, and like I try to make it all ages too. Like I think once we get the bigger team, we can do that, and it alleviates some of the pressure that I got to take on, and I can really, because again, like I'm super big on performances. So like when I feel like something is taken away from the performance, I'm like, oh God, like I can't even focus on what I really want to focus on. So that's where I was kind of conflicted at. I'm trying to make sure everybody else is right, because it was my thing I put on. So I had to make sure all the artists, you got what you need, this and that, and this and that. And I'm like, ain't nobody making sure I got what I need.
No, for real.
I need certain things. It's just I'm not gonna say ritual, but like it's like a certain things that I like to do before I go on stage and this and that. I didn't even do none of that. So my brain is all like scrambled and it kind of threw me off a little bit. But I mean that is a part of the business. Like sometimes you got to just roll with the punches. But that's not something I would like to do like normally. So
right.
But I would do it again. I would definitely do it again. Usher did Love and Friends. And that's what
is that Usher's?
Yeah, he ran that. Like he didn't run it, but he.
I mean, it makes sense.
He's a headliner. So like he
I
put
just
that
feel
on.
like again, this is. I don't know. We have a different mindset than the average person. So as somebody who's looking back and I see what you're trying to do and I see what you were trying to do, I thought it was dope.
Thank you.
No problem. And I just feel like you said, with the right team, you had the first experience, and so you know where to grow from that point. Yeah. I think you'll be good. I would love to see it next year. I'll be there.
Thank you.
No, absolutely.
Thank you for coming last year.
Absolutely. You my dog. Like, absolutely. We're gonna make a shake.
Somebody help me, 'cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. Losing my sanity. Another black man gunned down in these streets. Another brother gone, what a tragedy. Trying to keep my head down from the crooked police. When is enough enough? When is the hate turned into love? They just keep killing us, never to face the consequence. I put my hands way up, keeping my hands where they can see. Don't seem to make a difference. No longer a slave, but am I free? Can somebody help me? 'Cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. Can somebody help me? 'Cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. No justice, no.
Alright, so give us 5 fun facts about Karlos Farrar.
Okay. First fun fact, I have to sleep with the fan on. If the fan is not on, I cannot go to sleep. And it doesn't matter where I'm at. Like if I'm in a hotel, the hotel gotta be freezing. Like I gotta turn the AC.
Okay.
I don't know. I've always been like that.
That.
It's strange, but hey, it is what it is. Another fun fact about me is I like to do impressions of people.
Famous people or just people in your life?
People, all famous people in my life. It's just fun. I really get a kick out of that, and it's very fun for me. It's very fulfilling. And so if you're around me long enough, or even for just a week, you're probably going to see me do an impersonation of you or somebody that we both know.
I've been around you since for like 5 years.
Yeah, so.
Is there impersonation of me, Karlos? I really hope not.
No.
Okay, good.
I don't think so.
I hope not. I don't want to see that.
Look, nah.
Okay, good.
Alright, so, let me see. 3 more, huh? Another fun fact about me. I love gym shoes. But that's probably not a fun fact, because you probably would know that if you've been around.
If you know him.
Yeah. Another fun fact. I do not really care for Mexican food like that. Yes, I know. Maybe because of where I grew up at in Detroit. It's not a lot of Mexican restaurants.
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah, it's not a lot of Mexican restaurants. So like I'll eat it if it's good, like Mijos at Durango. Fire.
Who?
Durango.
What's
Durango
it called?
Casino called Mijos.
Oh, it's in the Durango Casino.
That shit is fire.
I like my Mexican food to taste like they just came back up. You see across the way, yeah, absolutely.
She like the hood Mexican food.
Absolutely.
I can do it. Like I'll eat it.
It's gonna make your stomach hurt, but I like them.
You grew up in a black household. You gonna eat whatever the hell your mama cooked.
Do you hear you?
So I'm gonna eat it, but it ain't gonna be my first option. Like let's eat Mexican. Like it's never gonna be me. So yeah, that's another fun fact.
Side note, I'm gonna just throw out Letitia's.
She cook Mexican?
Oh yeah.
I'm like not named Letitia.
Right. That's
hey man.
That's what I was tripping off of. It's at the Santa Fe. Amazing.
The Santa Fe across the street from the Texas Santa Fe, or
no?
That's the Fiesta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad.
The Santa Fe is Rancho on the freeway, like way.
And it's called Letitia's.
Leticia.
Let me go see what Letitia talking about.
Was Letitia? Let me
right.
Put Letitia on.
I was like, wait, there's a Mexican Letitia.
No, for real.
Right.
Do we know any?
Okay, so what's that for?
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay.
5 would be. I like country music. That is my 5th fun fact.
Did you like country music prior to the Beyonce switch over?
Yeah,
or?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I love country music.
What's your favorite country
lately.
song?
My favorite country song would be. I got a few. Can I
Okay.
read them? All right.
Absolutely.
I have a playlist.
While he's looking, I would tell my favorite country song is I think it's Tim McGraw's Mama's in the Graveyard, Papa's in the Pen.
Oh.
It's basically a song, or maybe Garth Brooks, it's one of them. But it's basically a song where the dad was a truck driver. And every time the dad got on the road, the mom was cheating. He came home early one time, called her ass and killed her.
Damn.
It's such a great song.
That's why I be saying like that's why the R&B like ruined. It's like, bro, every genre of music has toxic, like,
Absolutely.
toxic stuff going on. Like.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so my favorite country song of all time is Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. That's the best version to me.
Okay.
Because Chris Stapleton is an icon amongst country singers, but that's neither here nor there.
I feel it.
Wasted on You by Morgan Wallen, great song.
Okay.
Breland is a great country artist. He's black also. By the way.
Morgan Wallen has a song with Moneybagg Yo, right?
Yes, she does.
Whiskey. I love that song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Dan and Shay, Tequila, excellent song. Kelsey Ballerina, Better Luck Next Time. That's a fire song.
Okay. Never heard of that one.
But yeah, Breland is he's a black country artist. He's super dope, super great songwriter. It's another black. My man, Shabuzi, yeah. Shabuzi's fire.
So, did you like country music prior to this shift? Or?
Yeah, I think I really started getting more into it like around 2017, 2018.
Okay.
Because I felt like a shift, like the way it kind of started taking on like a. I don't know. I feel like more black people just started doing it.
I remember
So
when
it
K.
changed.
Michelle came out and she was like, "I'm gonna do country. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done with R&B. I'm gonna do country." And everybody was like, "What?
Yeah.
Like, that's not for us." But now
Who started
that
that shit though.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get me started about what we started. But it's like now that Beyonce moved, and then you got the Tanner Adams. Do you know who she is?
Yeah. She walk up to the mic.
I'm a
Start singing.
Buffalo Bunny.
Yeah,
I
she
love
dope.
that song. I find that now that Beyonce has made her transition to country music, now everybody is on it.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, like you said, Morgan Wallen, I love Whiskey. I love Moneybagg Yo.
Yeah.
So I'm going to listen to whatever he puts out. But I find that now all of a sudden we're country music fans.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it takes somebody of that stature to like
I mean, I feel it.
pushing into like to that next level. But I mean, all these people have been out. I've been following Breland for years,
Mhm.
so like it's cool to kind of see it. Sometimes it kind of takes that. It takes somebody like Beyonce to kind of bring attention to it, to where black folks are like, oh, damn, there's a lot of black people doing.
and because
country.
of Beyonce,
And then
now Shabuzi has a
he's had the longest running single so far in the year on the Billboard charts. Like
I've never heard of him before.
yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how he gonna follow it up.
It's never the right time. I can't wait 'cause I've tried. I'm not changing my mind. There's no good in goodbye. It's hard, but I gotta do it 'cause it's killing me. It's never the right time. It's never the right time. No more second chances, baby. Go separate ways. You ain't in my life, I'm better. If I don't leave tonight, I'll never. You can write a 5-page letter. See how far the mind can get her. Hard to let you go when you just don't wanna stop loving someone that don't care about. What if she's done too much? What if enough's enough? I've given up on love. I've given up on us. It's never the right time. I can't wait 'cause I've tried. I'm not changing my mind. There's no good in goodbye.
A game called This or That. Kind of just a little icebreaker. So starting it up, did you prefer the R&B music of today or of the 90s?
The 90s, that's easy.
Yeah, okay.
Easy.
Starting it off warm. Why?
Maybe because it's attached to my childhood. Just like memories, just that time. The 90s early 2000s is something that never be replicated. Like the feeling, being outside, yeah, it's great.
I feel that.
So the music is unmatched to me. I could be biased, but
No, I agree. I still listen to 90s music. I will say my favorite R&B of these days are the R&B songs that sample the 90s music. Coco Jones is my girl.
Yeah.
Coco Jones is my girl.
Yeah.
Okay, Thanksgiving or Christmas, since we're in that time of year.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, because
Cost too much?
Parent, that shit costs too much, bro. These damn kids, expensive, man.
As hell.
Oh, man. I can't enjoy it. No, I just enjoy it. It's fun seeing them happy and stuff like that. But yeah, Thanksgiving, I ain't got to spend no damn money.
Okay. So, now I feel it. With the life that you live, you being an artist, would you prefer being single or in a relationship?
That's tough.
Yeah.
It is very complicated being an artist and being in a relationship, for sure. I'm not gonna say. I would say that in my earlier days, I wish I would have stayed single because I was young and stupid and not all the way, not making the best decisions. So that caused a lot of extra. I shouldn't have been in a relationship at 20 years old. Like, so I tell my kids, like, you need
live
to
life,
live
have
life
fun.
and grow and mature, and then be serious maybe in your 30s or what I'm saying, whenever you feel ready, but like not too early. You know what I mean? Because you got to get it out your system for sure.
For sure. Okay.
That's tough. Super
Usher or
tough.
Genuine?
This is uncomfortable now. Damn.
From behind the camera, Usher
Man,
or
he
Genuine?
You gonna see this and be like, nigga. Funny story. So I was doing Usher. I do. You Make Me Want It in my set sometimes, and I was doing it on tour with him. And he's like, so we get in the fucking car, and it's like quiet as fuck. It's like an awkward ass silence, and he's like, Karlos, why you keep doing Usher in your set? Like, I don't know, and I'm like, and then so my manager in the front and then his DJ over there, they're like, yeah, why you keep doing Usher in your set? I'm like, oh, y'all niggas is for real mad about this
Y'all
shit.
feel some type
They
of
was
way.
really mad, and I'm like, nigga, I thought y'all was cool. Like, that's, y'all, like, I get the beef, like Cisco, Usher, Genuine, who else was hot?
Because they was all pit against each
Yeah,
other.
they was all,
type deal.
you know how they do black people, they always putting us all against each other, like, can't just be everybody hot. Somebody got to be number one. So.
Fun fact, Karlos is Genuine's protege.
Yeah.
So the expected answer.
Out of loyalty, I'm going to say Genuine, but Usher has a big influence on me as well.
Facts.
Yeah, but yeah, he wasn't playing that shit. I had to take that shit out of my set quick and I hurried. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're not going to do Usher no more in the set. Yeah.
I feel it. Okay, so one more Usher question, and then we can get past the this or that. Usher or Chris Brown?
Oh, Usher. Like,
Usher, because y'all the same age.
Yeah, Chris is cool, but we're the same age. Like, I can't.
Do you agree with people comparing Chris to Usher though, like saying
Yeah.
he's the new age Usher type?
Yeah, I
deal?
would believe that. I mean, I hear a lot more like Michael Jackson type vibes.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
never like Michael Jackson to me is like the icon of icons. Like,
Yeah, he's up there.
I tell people like y'all ain't never seen anything like you see Taylor Swift and The Weeknd. Like they got their crazy fans, and
Michael Jackson still had my kids are fans of
right. You know
Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson died before my kids were born.
Yeah, it's just transcending.
Absolutely.
Like, and it still continues. And I ain't never seen grown men pass out, cry. Like I've never seen an artist do that to anybody. Like Prince didn't even do it. And Prince is the man too. He like right there. But like as far as affecting people, like I've never seen chaos like that in my life. Like
I have another question stemming from that Prince and Mike Jack. Kendrick or Drake? What we doing?
ooh,
Kendrick or
this is
Drake?
tough.
Because they not like us. Just
So
remember
listen,
who you're talking
Niggas
to.
is always on.
They not like us.
I thought we was talking R&B, goddammit.
We gotta touch base on that.
He going for BBL Drizzy.
You already know. Listen, Drake is a singer. Like, I'm a side. Listen, Kendrick is a better rapper. Kendrick is a better rapper than Drake. Yes,
Absolutely.
Yes, I will give you that. But as an artist making music, like I'm never gonna.
The impact that he has type deals.
Yeah,
what you're talking about?
Drake did make Jungle. I can't
Drake
argue
is.
with
I don't know
that.
that.
I mean, like
Oh,
he gonna hit you. When I want to be enlightened and educated, I will listen to Kendrick Lamar. Right?
You're funny.
Like I will listen, or if I go to the gym, it's a few little jammers in there I put on from Kendrick, get me hyped up, you know. But like,
you're not gonna box my man into just conscious rap.
Okay, making mainstream music. Drake is a better artist at making
Absolutely.
mainstream music, and Kendrick
He knows
is a
what
better
people wanna hear.
artist at awakening your, enlightening you, and keeping you like, you know what I'm saying, like woke, right? Like, and he
Like,
can rap.
so, Money-
and if they battling, Kendrick's gonna win.
Money
feel
Trees
like
was enlightened.
I just feel like that's so disrespectful to my man.
No, it's not that. He's a better
I'm gonna
rapper.
listen
He
to
is
Kendrick.
Kendrick is a better rapper.
For sure.
But artistry, they are very equal. Like I don't know why people try to diss Drake.
No. Drake knows how to sell to the crowd.
Yeah, I'm
Drake
not
knows.
gonna say
I mean,
Drake
I
is
ain't
better.
gonna hold you. When Metro Boomin came out with that challenge trying to diss him, and that nigga put his own verse out on that beat, I'm like, this nigga's genius.
Yeah, I
He's
mean
genius.
Drake get busy. I just relate more to. I mean, I'm an R&B singer, like so some of the shit he be talking about, I just be like, that shit crazy. That nigga say, and I know the type of hugs. I say, nigga.
Them same
nigga
ones
is-
you used to get from them.
I said, this nigga is out of control for this. How did he think of this shit? Like, he just write like a singer, so it's like that shit's crazy. His pen is crazy on that retrospect of it.
But in the grand
People
scheme of things,
people don't like him rapping like when he try to rap hard. Like it is like nigga, come on, dog.
I mean, Kendrick himself even said
Like
that
him
he don't
staring
like
down
when.
DeMar DeRozan. Nigga, did you? I'm like, this nigga ain't gonna do a damn thing. He's staring out. Nigga, you know what DeMar DeRozan is from? They call the nigga Debo. They call this
real.
nigga Debo.
You
staring him down. He
right?
not even taking you serious. He in the press conference, he like, yeah, well, he gonna have a long way to climb. Like, I'll beat that nigga ass. Like, it's like, bro, just stop doing all that.
So you team Drake in the Kendrick Drake beat.
I try to stay out of it.
Well, there's
But
no
I do
staying
listen.
out. We're
I do
here.
listen to Drake
I
more
will
than I
tell
listen
you.
to Kendrick Lamar. I will say that.
Off top, I feel like everybody listens to Drake more than they listen to Kendrick Lamar. But since the beat Drake came to play in my car, in my house, and all that, I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah,
LA.
Jersey.
Yeah, I know.
I'm from LA. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
they not like us. Once you hear that on the beat, yeah, all Drake
They
gotta
didn't
come
play that
off.
shit out
Like,
that damn song. Though. I say, God damn, man.
I'm gonna tell you, I think in the industry, Kendrick Lamar has had the biggest year. I ain't gonna hold you. Just for me, I'm not into it as much as you are. You know what I'm saying? So, from the outsider point of view, Kendrick Lamar and Glorilla. People can say what they want to say about Glow. And when I tell you that's my little motivational song, yeah, Glow Stomper, Look Pussy, Ho, Whistle, Shell Toe, that's my shit. But I was one of those ones who thought that FNF was it. I thought FNF was a one-hit wonder. This girl ain't never gonna have nothing come up from there. But I feel like she took everybody's opinion of her and was like, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something.
Yeah.
And when I tell you that Glow Stomper, Look Pussy, Ho, that is my theme song. Whenever I'm feeling down, like in here, and I want some motivation, put on Glow.
Yeah.
And I feel like, as far as the artists, the female artists nowadays, it's always sex. It's always my body, my pussy, my this and this and that. And she talks about that same shit too, but you know
It's
me
balance.
personally.
It's-
I'm a tomboy.
Yeah, it's balanced.
So when she watched me hit my, like tomboy shit like that, like I love it. It's like she can be sexy, but she gonna talk her gangster shit too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like out of all the artists in the industry, female wise, she's the only one that has that duality.
Yeah,
She can be
the
a
balance.
tomboy and still be kind of feminine as well.
Yeah,
I love that.
I agree.
Do you find that like having the duality in your music is hard? Like to, obviously you're R&B, so women are going to flock to you.
Yeah.
Do you find it hard to kind of like focus on the men as well?
So I feel like a lot of, I mean, I got a few guy fans that's like, yeah, bro, I fuck with your music. Like, I feel like we all relate to R&B, like to music in general. Like, you go through things in your life. So that's why I try to write things that, well, when my niggas can feel where I'm coming from too.
My kid's dad did say that he was finna record a bitch to your song next time. I just want to let you know
Oh,
that.
I don't get that too much. I get more so like, yeah, nigga, that motherfucking what's the one joint? I got one called "Here We Go Again" on this new album, and it's like, you know,
That's the one my
just be
sister
nagging.
loves. But that's the one my sister loves.
Yeah, it's about a song where it's like you breaking up and you just tired, like you just tired of her nagging and complaining, and niggas feel that way. Niggas can relate to that.
I
Like,
feel that way too.
yeah. Well,
I dated a female. I feel that way
I'm gonna
too.
say you.
Put that on.
You're really.
Put that song on. Play that. You
Yeah,
a real nigga.
it's like yo, like stop nagging, stop complaining. So like I know I try to make music to where everybody can. I know that the women gonna respond more to the sexual stuff, and men are probably gonna respond more to that, to the situations that they going through in a relationship, and they like, oh my god, chill the fuck out, like, you know what I mean? I try to be balanced too, versatile. Like a lot of artists are very one, like there are a few artists out that just they have one sound, I feel like, and it's like they don't really, they'll have different topics, but the sound is not, it doesn't feel different. It feels like all the same song when you listen to it.
What's the Boss Man deal? I know it's not R&B, but
yeah, he rap. But
every time I hear one of his songs, like to kind of like go off of what you're saying, every time I hear one of his songs, I'll be like, didn't we just hear this?
Yeah,
I get it. All of it sounds the same.
A lot of it do sound the same.
It's good.
I like Boss Man, but you're right. It do sound. It is.
It's Get In With Me or whatever it is. It sounds like the other song that he put. I don't even know the differences of the song. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same tempo. That he's using the same tempo, so he can mimic that same cadence that he's rapping in. They try to do that a lot. Right, I get it. If they feel like it worked, so we're gonna keep making it work until it don't work. That's how the industry is.
No, for sure. What's your biggest obstacle through this? Like, you've been in this game for a long time. What's your biggest obstacle?
Just being able to create generational wealth through what I do. Obviously, music now is very different. Like, it doesn't make money like it used to make because of all the different. So you got to kind of capitalize off of like, you know, deals with clothing brands and other companies are getting to acting.
Right.
You got to kind of use that as a pedestal to make other deals happen. But the end goal is to be able to just pass stuff down and keep it in the family and
stuff that you had to worry about. Your kids wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
So, speaking of acting, I know my man's is an actor over here. He acted in a movie last year, right?
Yeah, My Father's
Keeper is on Tubi, and now you're working on My Father's Keeper too.
Yeah, we just finished shooting like a few weeks ago. So.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be bragging on this. I'll be like, I know him.
Yeah.
Like, y'all see him right here? I know
the
him.
second one is going. They made a few upgrades and. It'll be. I like the storyline where it's going. It was actually supposed to be a show, but she kind of burnt out. The director, Vicky, shout out to Vicky. She a little burnt out, so she taking a break. But she's got 2 other films that she's shooting, and I'm probably gonna audition for one of them because she's shooting in Atlanta. But yeah.
How's that? How is the transition from singer to actor?
I enjoy acting a lot. Like, it's just a whole different like.
But you have to kind of act in your music videos, right?
Yeah. But it's like you being that artist, like a character, is still an extension of you. When you acting, you being somebody completely different.
Whoever they say.
Like my character in My Father's Keeper is like, I guess it's kind of similar to like mild manner because I'm the second brother. So like you got the older brother who's just a thug. That nigga don't take no shit. He just want to fight and shoot and kill. I'm more like in the middle, and then you have the younger brother. Yeah, the younger brother is very like, no, I don't want to do it. It's not me.
You more like, let's figure out which way.
Yeah, I try to balance. And I feel like in real life I am more.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's you.
But when I have to go to that place of like choking a woman, putting her in the headlock, it's a little. It's like I have to like not be me. Like I have to like, all right, let me tap into this. What the fuck?
Putting her in the headlock.
How the fuck niggas act? Like, all right, let me just go ahead and put her in the chokehold.
Niggas is putting people in the headlock.
I don't know.
I feel like a chokehold when I got hit you, like you behind her like
just let her go.
A headlock is nuts.
Just let her go. It ain't worth it, man. You couldn't. Yeah, but yeah, I had to. And yeah, that was It was a weird scene.
Cause you're not that.
And we had to practice. And that was weird. When we was practicing, I'm just like, I'm putting you in.
I don't want to assault you, man. Like, I'm so sorry for this.
She's like, no, really do it. I'm like,
What her face looked like when you was doing it?
It's a picture actually online. It's a picture online. In the first movie, it's a picture. Like they use that as the fucking poster of me choking her out.
We gotta put this in right here.
Yeah. She's like, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
I thought that was dope though. Like again, I'm your friend. Like our kids have hung out with each other. We've been around each other outside of this. So to see you on a damn screen, I'm just like, oh, I know. Like Justice and Jayana, they was like, Mommy, is that Karlos? You know what I'm saying? Like it's dope. Like I'm proud of you as your friend. As like I said, we go back a couple years. I don't know where you started. I've just heard the stories, but from what I've witnessed, I'm definitely proud of you. I know that some of the stuff that I know that you're doing, it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of just faith.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, whether you know it or not, you going forward with your festival and you really making that happen, that kind of lit the fire to make this podcast happen. I'm like, okay, this is my friend who did this and he went after it, and this is how it came out. Just go after it, just do it. Regardless, there's always going to be people, there's going to be naysayers.
Yeah.
I've learned to never take the opinions of somebody who's never chased a dream. I don't take those into consideration. You get what I'm saying? But I'm proud of you.
So,
I think what you're doing is amazing.
While we giving flowers though, we gotta get, cause you got your whole shop. Like I remember when you were talking about, you know, doing nails and starting your business, and then like 6 months later, it's like coming into fruition, and then now you got this dope ass shop. You started your podcast. Like I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
That was very and it was inspiring because it was moments throughout the years where I'm just like, man, this shit, it gets draining. But like seeing a few other people that I know that go after their dreams and make the shit like happen, it's just like, okay, well, not like you gotta keep doing, bro. Like we all gotta just keep doing. So that's inspiring to me. Like
It's crazy how we're inspiring each other because I didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely. I will not hesitate to say you definitely inspired me. Seeing you go after what you did and make it come true. Like it's one thing to see it do it, but like to talk about what they want to do, but then when they do it, it's like, yo.
Karlos was around when I was trash at nails.
She wasn't trash.
I was garbage. I was literally what?
You wasn't trash.
I was 4 months into nails when I met him.
You wasn't trash.
I wasn't the beast.
You got the eye. Like obviously you gonna get better with time.
No, I'm a beast now.
Yeah, you gonna.
I'm a beast.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. I'm a beast.
I get it. Like you always say, but then in 5 years you're gonna be even more of a beast.
Facts.
So it's like.
But that's why I asked you the question I asked you earlier. Do you find that you're your biggest critic? Because I could show you my book right now, and it's like I got what looks like my lips biting money with a grill on some nails. But I just like, oh no, is it like? Do you believe it? Does it really look like lips? Like, you know what I mean? I'm my biggest critic, and when I went to San Antonio, I went to a convention for the first time. I was able to teach thousands of people that I never ever encountered, and these same people see me and be like, oh, I see your work on Facebook. Like, that shit is inspiring. I'm in San Antonio. I don't have no clients in San Antonio. How y'all know me? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I see that, and I'm just like, any other time where I'm just like, I'm my biggest critic, and I'm just like, I'm not good enough. I'm not this, I'm not that. Christy Meekin knows who I am. And you're not in the nail world. Christy Meekin she's this lady from the UK. She started her business from the ground up. And she has like maybe 100,000 followers on Instagram. Like matching numbers on YouTube, subscribe, like big ass shit. I used to watch this lady to learn how to do nails. Now that lady is talking about coming here teaching the class. That's dope as shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know if you're like this, but I'm so you've experienced how I hustle.
Yeah.
And I think when we first met, I was working and doing nails.
Yeah.
So I'm just so used to going that it takes those type of situations for me to pause and be like, you're really making strides in what you're doing. Like, it's not in vain. You're really making moves. Do you find that to be your same situation? Like, you don't give yourself enough credit. You don't give yourself enough flowers.
Yeah. I think I've just always been like that though. Like, and I think a lot of times, I'm not sure. I mean, I could imagine it probably is because I mean, any business is competitive. But like in music, it's super. Like you could see somebody that you know. Like
everybody's doing music.
I mean, but Leon Thomas has been a star since he was a kid. But like on the music side, he wasn't really doing music.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the room, him and my Sean. I'm in the room chilling with him, and then now he's like the next hottest R&B singer up. And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. The other day I went to who was out here? Blast. I went to Blast concert, and like sometimes I have to tell myself like, yo, you just keep going. But sometimes it can be discouraging because you like, damn, bro, I can do what he doing. You know what I mean? Like everybody rocking out, having fun, having a good time, and they singing his words, and you like, damn.
When I was listening to your song in the bed, like I said, I've known this song. This song has been out for years, but it's my favorite song. Yeah. So anytime like I want to listen to it, I just play it, and I'm being told like, well, like I said, you thought you was Trey Songz, and I'm like, yeah, no, this my homeboy today. He was like, why this man ain't like this? Why he not like? I'm not trying to shit on nobody, but a lot of people that are currently out. And I'm not saying this because you're my friend, you're better than them. And I'm not saying it like better than them as a person, but artistry, what I've seen is like,
Yeah, I think it just comes down to like.
What is it? Is it a
timing, your
management
time.
thing or?
It could be. I mean, it play a lot of things like management. Like obviously, I had management before COVID, and that same management after COVID, that management was gone, so it was back to just me again. I got new management now. Oh, bet.
Yeah.
I got.
I know you got people.
Yeah, but it take a team, you know.
Absolutely.
It take a team of people and just the right team of people clicking together. Because also I've had management where they not seeing eye to eye on what we should do.
That
I'm like,
shit's
yo,
stressful.
I'm not like nigga, I'm not a kid, I'm grown. This is my vision, this is what I want to do. So let's come together and figure out how to make this happen. And because it ain't the way they want to go, they're like, well, I'm gonna just bow out. So it take a lot, and like I said, I gotta kind of tell myself like, okay, that's their journey. That's Blast journey.
Right.
This shit is fire. Me and him don't sound alike. That's another thing. Like I don't really
I
try
don't
to
think you sound like anybody.
Yeah, I don't like try to sound like
Facts.
other people. Like I can do that. There are songs I put out where I was like going with the flow, and it's so easy. It's like, but it don't feel like it's me. You know what I mean? Like it don't feel like it's. And I really feel like just the time frame we grew up in, like everybody was themselves. Like that time frame, Avant, Donnell Jones,
Facts.
Joe, fucking everybody, Usher, Cisco, Drew Hill, fucking Next. All these guys sounded different.
Facts.
112.
They weren't trying to be like.
They were
They
just
were
them.
themselves.
And
Absolutely.
it's like now it's very like
Cookie cutter.
yeah, everybody's replicating each other, and it's like nigga, you got the same jeans on.
I feel like that's in terms of like what you said in the industry, but just in general, like all the women look alike.
Yeah,
All
like
the
you're
men are
right.
just alike.
I'm
It's
noticing
crazy.
it. It's like, and I probably social media has a lot to do with that. 'Cause
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, this is cool. So, oh yeah, we got to be cool.
This is what's trending, so you have to like. I seen some girl a couple years ago. She got a BBL, and now she's like, you knew me when I was thicker, obviously. Like I used to be 175 pounds, so I used to be stacked. But now I'm like, I'm tiny because grief. But I'm tiny, and I guess this though is now what's trending, the slim thick
the
look.
slim-
You know what I'm saying? So now girls who used to go get BBLs,
Now
they're
they're
talking
like,
about,
oh, shit.
I'm gonna get it reduced, or I'm gonna get a
Too
more
much.
natural. But I promise to you, and we can clip this shit, and we can add
You're
it in.
doing too
She's
much.
talking about like, oh well, slim thick is what's in now, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get the fillers dissolved and shit. And like, so it's like,
It's
it's
cool.
weird.
I feel like with fashion, that's cool. Like obviously, that's what fashion
But
is.
this is your
trendy,
body.
right? But you talking about you talking about your body
so,
or your
shout out to Dream Doll because it's all on the internet. You
Yeah.
can see the shit where she's talking about she wants to slim down for. Like I said, baby, give me
That's
170.
dangerous.
Give me 175. I feel the most confident when I'm thick. I am. No offense. You can't tell. You knew when I was that heavy.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me shit. I feel like a lot of insecurities come up now that I'm this small. Like I was thick.
Yeah.
Heavy sound like I'm
Yeah.
plus size and
Yeah,
a
you went
motherfucker.
heavy. Yeah, I'm like, what? Hold on now.
No, when I say heavy, like that ass is heavy. But no, I was thick as fuck, and it's like, I'm 125 pounds now, Karlos. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's over 50 pounds lost, but I'm not doing it because it's trending. I'm not doing it because it's fashion. Like,
Yeah,
I'm doing it because I'm sad.
you going through stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just crazy to see women, how often they alter their fucking bodies to fit an image because social media says
That
it's
shit
okay.
is so crazy. And I try to tell my daughters, it's affecting people's mental health. And I'm just like, well, why are we, like, some of the stuff people do, like, even in relationships, it's like, bro, like, you don't gotta, like, it's tricky out here, man.
I will tell you, I told my homeboy yesterday, it's somebody that, this is like the boy next girl next door situation with me and him. Me and him were talking though, and I'm like, as a nail tech, you're in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So as a nail tech, like for the are you single? Y'all's dating pool is terrible. I'm not gonna say every female is the same, but as a nail tech, I deal with a lot of single females.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
The mindset.
The mindset is different.
Now, see, I was raised around men, and obviously I'm a female, and I have certain female qualities that just aren't gonna change. But when it comes to the simplicity that is me, baby, it don't take that much. As a part-time lesbian, females do a lot. They do a lot, and I can't be in a relationship, male or female, while I'm trying to grow this.
Yeah.
Because, especially with a female, because she requires too much time. She requires too much reassurance. She requires too much of my energy. I am at a very selfish point in my life to where I'm not willing to give that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck, excuse my language, how the fuck do you navigate that? I'm just at a point to where I'm shut down.
It does take a lot. It takes a very understanding person. Like that when you're trying to achieve something, the person you with gotta be like understanding and know like, yo, I'm gonna be going all day probably.
Facts.
Doing this.
How is your person?
It started off. It's better now.
Good.
It wasn't easy at first, obviously. Like especially like the traveling or being out of state or just.
Did you have to take her with you, or did you just kind of be like,
sometimes,
just trust me?
But yeah, but I mean, then it comes down like, all right, so we either trust each other or we don't.
Facts.
Like, I mean, really, because I'm like, right, I'm gone, right, but like you're still here by yourself also, and you from here. Like I'm not from Vegas, I'm from Detroit, so I mean, obviously, like I know people out here, but like you have an advantage, like you're from here, like you know more people, more niggas, more everybody. You can get it. You can do whatever you want to do.
It's not hard,
but
especially if she's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
And I've seen your girl; she's very pretty.
Thank you.
So it's not hard.
Yeah. So it take a different type of partner to be understanding that if they not on that level, it definitely is they're holding you back. Like 100%.
I mean, I will tell you,
it's not even if they can't know what space to be in. Not saying that they're beneath you or less than you, but they have to know. They have to.
It's a certain level of understanding.
Yeah, they have to live in a space to where they have to let you grow and do what you're doing.
I'm not an artist. I'm a business owner in nail tech, but I mean, I don't know if I told you, but we're expanding this to where we have a hair girl coming.
Ooh, fire.
But when you're the owner, operator, and you're the talent of it, it's kind of difficult. I kind of hate men right now, so I'm not really dabbling in men, but
it's tough.
I was in a relationship with a female, and but no, I find that I'm all or nothing. Meaning, if I'm with you and I'm rocking with you, like I want to be in your skin. I want to be all about you. Like, baby, what are you doing? Let's lay down. Let's love each other. But when I'm in this, I can't afford that distraction.
Yeah.
I have to be all about the trap. I have to be all about set tripping nails. And in my experience, women don't understand that. Men are more like, excuse my language, we can cut this out if we need to. Men just like, okay, well right now I want some pussy. You available? Okay, cool. What's up? Let's go. Get that nigga some pussy and then you go on about your day. But women, they want to talk about your feelings. They want to...
Yeah,
and it's not that.
If you don't do those things, then it's like...
But I do those things.
Right.
I do those things. But right now I'm at a point to where I can't do and both. I have to do either or.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
I don't want to worry about a bitch feelings when I'm worried about how this trap gonna grow. I don't want to worry about if you ate when I'm worried about if this wash bowl is installed. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't make me wrong, and it doesn't make the person I'm dealing with wrong. It just means right now, it's just not what it is. I will tell you, I had to understand. I had to grow to understand that. I had to grow that it's not as simple as love just being it. Like, love is just not enough. Alright, so we're gonna wrap it up. But with that being said, I like to wrap it up with words of advice. You've been in the industry, and if you can't tell by now, I'm mostly doing this for the kids to see like there's hope. You can make it. You can do stuff. So if you have one piece of advice to give to the children out there or anybody who's following in your footsteps, trying to be in work, make it in music, what would you give?
My first advice would be do what feels right. Like, our bodies around people in certain situations feel off or feel right. Like, trust your gut. That's what trusting your gut is. So when something don't feel right, don't do it. And if it does feel right and it's what you really want to do, then go for it. Build your team, a team of people, as early as possible. Like, if you're in high school and you got people that all got the same vision, you link with those people, keep them people close to you. Get through all the bullshit, because it's gonna be bullshit. Like, that's just life.
Shout out to my photographer. Building from people you know.
Yeah, just stay close to the people that know you and love you for you.
Yeah.
Keep those people around you and stay focused. Everybody locked in. Everybody know what the mission is, and good things are going to happen. Like 100%.
Facts.
And stay close to God.
Amen. My advice would be stay kind of along the same lines of you. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to who you are, and the people that are for you will find you. The people that you resonate with, they will find you. You don't have to shift who you are and become something that you're not just to make it. Just stay true to yourself and you'll be good. But that's all that we have on today's episode of Thuggin' with Misti and the Crew. Thank you, Karlos, for coming out. I appreciate you. You know, you guys tune in. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So that's it. That's all we have today. You got me fucked.
Somebody help me, cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. Can somebody help me? Cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Oh. No justice, no peace.
Question: why we gotta feel like life is at an end? Why police killing brothers ain't got shit on their hands? We being hunted, we ain't never had a chance, that's 100. Equality's all we wanted. Same old shit like back in the 60s, same old clips. I learned that back when I was a kid. Keep your hands where they eyes can see. Just wanna be free, but I can't breathe. On my paper legit, why you bothering me? A father to be, just trying to make it home to my seed. We need change and we thirsty. Used to hit target on my birthday. Didn't know I became a target on my birthday. One for the body count, and with the body cam. That's entertainment to the white man. Favorite rapper was Jigga Man. Back then, blueprint for a powerful black man.
Somebody help me, cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. Can somebody help me? Cause I can't breathe. Can somebody help me? No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Cause I can't breathe.